There comes a moment, often somewhere after 50, when constantly fighting your hair starts to feel exhausting. You look at the straighteners, the round brush, the blow dryer, and you quietly think, is there another way? This video is about that turning point. It is about choosing peace over pressure, softness over struggle, and learning to see your natural texture as something to be celebrated, not corrected. In this series, we will gently walk through the journey from control to acceptance, and then into confident, simple styling that works with your curls, coils, waves, or fine strands. You will hear stories, learn practical tips, and most importantly, feel less alone in this shift. So, if you have ever wondered what might happen if you stopped fighting your natural hair type, this is your invitation to find out together. Listening to your hair instead of fixing it. For many women, the story with hair begins with the word should. It should be smoother, it should be straighter, it should be bigger, fuller, less frizzy, more controlled. By the time you reach your 50s, that list of shoulds has usually been fueled by decades of heat styling, chemical treatments, and the quiet belief that your natural texture is somehow not enough. Yet the new wave of 2025 hair care is shifting towards slow aging and longevity, which focuses on working with the hair you have, supporting its health, and embracing how it naturally falls and moves. This shift is not just a trend. It is a change in attitude that says your hair does not have to look 25 to look beautiful. As hair ages, it often becomes drier, more brittle, and sometimes thinner, which makes constant high-heat styling especially harsh. When you listen to your hair instead of fixing it, you start to notice what it has been trying to tell you for years. It needs moisture, gentleness, and rest. Instead of blow-drying it into straight submission, you begin to ask, what happens if I let it air dry with the right products? Or what if I chose a haircut that actually suits my texture? Many women over 50 are discovering that when they stop forcing their hair into a completely different identity, it often looks fuller, softer, and more alive. The goal shifts from chasing perfection to supporting health, and from masking age to embracing the quiet confidence that comes with it. Listening to your hair can look like switching to moisturizing, sulfate-free shampoos and conditioners that help with dryness and frizz. It can mean clipping your hair up with a simple claw clip on busy days instead of reaching for the flat iron. It might be deciding to let your curls be curls, or allowing your gentle wave to frame your face instead of stretching it straight every morning. This gentle permission often brings a surprising emotional relief, too. Hair stops being a daily battle and becomes a relationship you are willing to nurture. And slowly, the woman in the mirror starts to look more like you, real, relaxed, and beautifully in tune with the season of life you are in. I stopped blow-drying my hair. Here's what happened. Imagine one morning deciding not to plug in the blow dryer. At first, it feels almost rebellious, especially if you have spent years believing that presentable means smooth, polished, and styled with heat. But women in their 50s and 60s who step away from constant blow-drying often notice a surprising transformation over the following weeks. The first change is usually in the way the hair feels. Less heat means less damage, so strands slowly begin to feel softer and less straw-like. The natural pattern, whether wavy, curly, or somewhere in between, starts to show up again, and there is a kind of quiet curiosity in seeing what your real texture looks like after years of hiding it. The practical benefits are hard to ignore. Without the daily blast of heat, hair retains more moisture, which is especially important for aging hair that is naturally prone to dryness. Many women trade in their terry cloth towels for microfiber or soft cotton t-shirts, gently squeezing out water instead of rubbing, which helps minimize frizz and breakage. They apply leave-in conditioners and curl-enhancing creams on soaking wet hair, letting products lock in hydration while the hair air dries. Over time, a natural pattern emerges that can feel surprisingly flattering. Waves become more defined, curls more bouncy, and even fine hair often appears a bit fuller when not weighed down by repeated heat styling. Of course, there is also the emotional side. Letting go of the blow dryer can feel like letting go of control, and that may bring up old insecurities. You might wonder if people will think you look less polished or less professional. Yet as the weeks pass and you find simple ways to style your natural texture, like scrunching in a lightweight gel and then scrunching out the crunch for soft curls, or clipping up sections with a claw clip for a quick, effortless updo, the fear tends to quiet down. What replaces it is a tender kind of pride. You start to appreciate the way your hair moves when you turn your head, the way it softens your features and frames your face naturally. The time you save in the morning becomes a gift you can spend on skincare, a peaceful coffee, or simply breathing before the day begins. Many women describe feeling unexpectedly younger when they embrace their natural movement, because curls, waves, and soft texture add dimension and life around the face. It is not about chasing youth, but about allowing your hair to express its own energy instead of flattening it into submission. As this new routine settles in, the question quietly shifts from, what will they think if I stop blow-drying, to why did I wait so long to give my hair this kindness? And that shift is where true confidence begins to take root. Cuts that love your natural texture. The right haircut can feel like a deep breath of relief for your hair. Instead of forcing your texture into shapes it never wanted, a supportive cut makes your natural pattern the main character. For women over 50, this can be incredibly freeing, because a well-chosen cut brings out movement, volume, and softness without demanding an hour of styling every morning. Current trends for 2025 lean toward effortless, texture-friendly shapes. Think curly lobs, tousled bobs, shag-inspired layers, and softly layered shoulder-length cuts that move with you rather than sitting stiffly in place. These cuts work particularly well with waves and curls, creating space for them to form and breathe instead of weighing them down. If you have natural curls, a rounded bob or curly lob can be a beautiful option, keeping the length you love while lifting weight so curls can spring up with more definition. Medium layered curls can add fullness, especially helpful for fine or thinning hair where volume is desired without looking overdone. Wavy hair often shines in shoulder-length cuts with gentle layers or in an effortless tousled bob, which gives that casual, modern feel and frames the face in a soft, flattering way. For those with coily or very tight curls, a carefully shaped cut with strategic layers can keep the silhouette balanced and prevent bulk at the ends, allowing coils to form a beautiful, rounded halo around the face. The aim is always the same. Honor the pattern, don't fight it. Choosing a stylist who understands texture is an important part of this journey. Many women over 50 benefit from bringing reference photos of curly or wavy cuts on women their age, so the stylist understands that you want movement, softness, and ease, not a style that depends on daily straightening. Ask for shaping that enhances your natural direction of growth. Layers where your curls tend to clump, face framing pieces that fall where your waves naturally bend, and a length that still feels like you while allowing for healthy ends. Regular trims keep the shape defined and prevent split ends from traveling up the hair shaft, which is especially important for aging hair that can be more fragile. Over time, a good cut means you can do less and still feel beautifully put together. The beauty of a texture-loving haircut is that it turns your daily routine into something simple and sustainable. Often, it is enough to cleanse the scalp and condition the lengths, apply a defining product while hair is wet, and then let the cut do the rest. Shorter curly shapes like textured bobs or layered pixies can be incredibly low maintenance, needing just a bit of product and a gentle scrunch to come to life. Longer cuts with waves may only require a quick refresh with water and a bit of leave-in on non-wash days. When your haircut is built around your real hair, not your styled hair, getting ready no longer feels like a performance. It begins to feel like everyday self-respect. Light, manageable, and aligned with the woman you are now. Products that define, not discipline. Once you begin embracing your natural texture, products stop being weapons and start becoming gentle helpers. Instead of heavy serums meant to flatten every wave, you begin looking for formulas that add moisture, definition, and softness while respecting your hair's pattern. For women over 50, hydration becomes especially important because aging hair tends to be drier and more fragile, which can exaggerate frizz and make curls or waves look dull. Moisturizing, sulfate-free shampoos and conditioners enriched with oils or butters are often recommended to maintain hydration and reduce roughness on the cuticle. These create a smoother base so whatever texture you have can form more clearly and shine more naturally. For wavy and curly hair, layering products like skincare is a technique some women over 50 swear by. This can look like using a detangling conditioner in the shower, followed by a richer mask on the mid-lengths and ends, and then a lightweight styling conditioner, or leave-in to seal in moisture before adding a defining product. Curl creams and gels designed to enhance texture, rather than stiffen it, can help create definition without leaving hair crunchy or helmet-like. Applying these products to soaking wet hair, using techniques like the praying hands method or gentle scrunching, helps distribute them evenly and encourages your natural pattern to clump beautifully. Once dry, a small amount of oil or cream can be used to scrunch out the crunch, breaking any firm cast into soft, touchable texture. For coily and tightly curled hair, richer creams, butters, and gels can help define coils and lock in moisture for longer periods. Techniques like using more slip-heavy products during detangling and layering a hydrating leave-in underneath a strong but flexible gel can enhance coil formation and reduce breakage. Protective styles such as braids, buns, or twists can also support natural textures, giving hair a rest from manipulation while still looking polished. Even fine or thin hair benefits from lightweight, volumizing mousses or foams that add body without weighing strands down, especially when paired with cuts that encourage movement. The key is always choosing products that complement, not compete with, what your hair naturally wants to do. Stepping back from harsh, drying formulas can feel surprisingly emotional. When you choose a defining cream over a straightening balm, you are quietly choosing to support your real texture instead of erasing it. Over time, many women describe feeling more at ease with themselves when their product drawer reflects this new relationship. Shelves filled with kindness, nourishment, and support for their natural pattern. The hair that once felt like a daily project begins to feel like a companion. You learn which products help it curl, wave, or smooth in a way that still feels like you. And suddenly, your routine is not about discipline and control, but about care, curiosity, and a gentle kind of pride in the texture that is uniquely yours. Styling techniques that honor your pattern. Styling your hair with respect begins with how you touch it. For waves and curls, that often means starting when the hair is very wet, applying product in a way that encourages pattern instead of pulling it apart. Techniques like the praying hands method, gliding product over sections to smooth and define, and then scrunching upward from the ends help create clumps of waves or curls that dry more uniformly. Many women over 50 find that simply changing their towel makes a huge difference. Swapping rough terry cloth for a microfiber towel or cotton t-shirt, gently squeezing instead of rubbing, and then letting the hair either air dry or using a diffuser on low heat. These small shifts reduce frizz and breakage, while allowing texture to form more clearly. Diffusing, when used thoughtfully, can still fit into a low-heat routine. Using a diffuser on low speed and low heat, and only until the hair is mostly dry, can help set curls or waves without the harshness of a traditional blowout. Some women flip their head upside down or to the side while diffusing to encourage root lift and volume. Then finish with air drying. Once the hair is completely dry, scrunching out any crunchy cast with a little oil or cream leaves curls soft and bouncy. For non-wash days, a simple refresh with water, a bit of leave-in, and light scrunching often brings texture back to life without needing to start from scratch. This routine is not about perfection, but about creating a consistent rhythm that supports your pattern. For quick, real-life styling, accessories and simple updos become your allies. Claw clips and alligator clips are especially friendly to curls and waves, allowing you to twist hair up without crushing the texture. A loose, textured bun, a half-up style, or a soft ponytail with face-framing pieces can look chic and intentional while being incredibly easy to do. Protective styles, like braids or low buns, are especially helpful for coily textures, as they reduce friction and manipulation while still looking polished. Even something as small as changing your part to a deep side part can add instant lift and visual interest, especially for curly or wavy hair. Styling becomes less about hiding what you see and more about arranging it in a way that feels graceful, kind, and true to you. As these techniques become familiar, many women notice a quiet but powerful shift in confidence. When your routine is built around your real hair, you no longer panic on humid days or dread getting caught in the rain. You know your texture, how it behaves, and how to support it with simple steps and gentle hands. There is something deeply affirming about walking into the world with hair that looks like it belongs to you at this exact age and stage of life. Your waves, curls, coils, or fine strands become part of your story. Not a problem to be solved, but a feature to be embraced. And every time you choose techniques that honor your pattern, you quietly practice honoring yourself as well. Final thoughts. Learning to stop fighting your natural hair type is about so much more than styling. It is about deciding that your energy, your time, and your peace are worth more than chasing an image that never truly felt like you. As you let your curls, waves, coils, or fine strands simply be what they are, you may find that you feel more yourself, not less. The trends in beauty are finally catching up, celebrating natural texture and graceful aging. But the most powerful change happens inside. When you look in the mirror and see not flaws to be fixed, but a woman who has lived, learned, and is still growing. Your hair tells a part of that story. Let it be honest, let it be soft, and let it be yours. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path.